Alright, I got it welded. Not perfect, but it'll work. Alright, so here's the list of things I still have to do to this S-10. Windshield, headlights. Going to replace both because, you know, if we replace one, one's liable to be brighter than the other. So I'm going to go ahead and do both of them. Thermostat and coolant. I'm going to do a flush there because it's that old red stuff. And, you know, that stuff when it gets old turns black looking. So I'm going to do the whole flush there. Blower motor, which I have to take the coolant reservoir off to do. So I'm going to do that all at one time when I flush the coolant. So blower motor, I got to fix the bed, which I'm getting ready to do. And then after I paint it, it's going to be install the bed. And then, of course, check all the lights once I get the bed on it. So, yep, almost done. Hey, welcome back to Autocorrected. I'm Darren, main character here. And for those that know me, I'm not overstating that. So anyways, now it's time to treat this bed the same as we treated the frame. And we got one thing to fix on this bed, and I'll take you around and show you that here in just a second. This bracket, which the bolt comes through the frame, and this is what holds the bed on. It's just you know, spot welded on. Well, looks like the spot welds are broken. I'll show you that in depth here in just a little bit. Also, a trick on painting over grounds, I'll show you here in just a second also. Alright, let's take you around and show you this bed. As you guys know, I've been bragging about this bed from day one. It's in really good shape, and you know, pretty proud of it. So definitely I want to protect it from future wear and tear and ice and salt and snow and mud and rocks and everything else that's going to come across its path. So as you can see, here's a wiring harness, and the lights weren't working on the left side, and just so happens that's the ground wire. It is broken. I'll show you where that goes in just a second. I'm going to talk about how do you make sure you don't paint yourself and have to take paint off for a good ground. But anyways, you can see this is the plate on this side. See, it's just spot welded on here, there, and a couple spots here and there. The rear harness that goes to the lights, and here's where the other plate goes. I'll show you. These ears actually broke off of this side. Spot welds came off on this side. So it goes just like that. Of course, I'm going to have to grind it down to metal, and I'm going to weld that back on. She'll be as good as new. But taking you on around the rest of this bed, see here on the underside, I mean, there's no rust, there's no damage. Yeah, okay, that's held in. All right, gotcha. We're looking here in the wheel wells. That's been undercoated one other time before. That's fine. We'll preserve what we can of that, get rid of the light dust, vacuum it up, and then we're going to coat those too. Now another thing I'm going to do is these are the bolt holes. Now these have a cage nut inside this rail, and what that does is, at least I believe it's a cage nut. It might just be a fixed nut. I was thinking it was a cage nut. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is put the bolts, before I paint it, put the bolts back in there so I don't get any paint into the threads, and it'll make it a booger to put back on. Yeah, so there's the back here. Like I said, really good shape. We'll move on around. This is the front. Actually, this is not the back. This is the front. It's upside down and backwards right now. So this is the front. You can see a little bit of scaling and a little bit of the protective coating peeling off here just a little bit. We're going to scuff that up till we get all the loose pieces off before we paint it. See how it's doing there, flaking off a little bit. A little bit of rust there, not terrible. The paint's gone a little bit. Same on this side. Yeah. So, but that's why I want to protect. That's why I'm going through the lengths while I've got the bed off to protect it really good. There's another little bit more scale there. I don't know if that's dirt or just a layer of mud maybe. I don't know. And there's the fuel door behind it. Again, all in real good shape. Let's check this out. Yep, same. You can see the undercoating. It looks like it was slathered on with a, I don't know, wouldn't have been a putty knife. Maybe I just put it in our hand and went, who knows. But yeah, you cleaned up. This is just surface mud that's gotten on it there. So, all right, now let me show you something else. All right, this is the ground bolt. I've already had it out there once, and what I did was behind here, scuffed it all the way to metal, and then I put a big washer on it. You can see that. And then that's, of course, the wire that's broken I need to repair. I'm just going to run me a new wire with a new end on it. But I did that so when I painted over it, I wouldn't paint over the metal. And when I take that off, I'm going to have a nice shiny piece of metal. So watch this. Watch your ears now. So, you see that nice shiny piece of metal there? That's what my ground's going to go on to. Super slick!
And you can bugger them off.
Alright, I got it welded. Not perfect, but it'll work. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys checking in. I know it's been a while since I put out a video. But hey, it's been a little bit of a wild and crazy summer. But it's been great. I mean, I had the birth of my first grandson, and took a couple of weekends, doing a little bit of vacationing and sightseeing and camping and visiting with family. And I just time got away from me, and before you know it, it's been a while. So hey, appreciate you checking in. I'm gonna try to uh, get back into the habit of getting a video out. Also, I need a little bit of encouragement, man. Reply, like, comment, share. Let me know if you like the content. Give me a little bit of a little bit of a note down there. And of course, like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys. This has been a really fun project. Technically, I'm technically done with this truck. I just have to do the videos still, put them out. But again, it's been real fun. I'm really enjoying this S-10. Can't wait to turn it over to Michael, which I will be soon. But yeah, it's been real fun. Appreciate you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, here at AutoCorrected, we don't make mistakes. We make custom modifications.